it's so tragic because I document several of these cases of people who start out with, making some of these key concessions, and then, but they still believe Jesus died for their sins. They still believe, okay. But then as the culture got worse, they got worse until in a number of cases, they just threw it over altogether. Because again, if that's where you're getting what's acceptable, you're going to be as bad ultimately as the culture is. And we have a pretty bad culture. So that's not a good place for a Christian to be. But Andy Stanley, one reason why I harp on him a bit is I was a Presbyterian elder. Andy Stanley is Baptist, but he styles himself as a teacher and mentor for Christian leaders. And as a Presbyterian elder in my church, we were assigned things from Andy Stanley to read, to learn from him as this great teacher. And so it's not just his own mega churches, but he has a megaphone with thousands of pastors around the world that he trains. But what is he training them to do? He's training them to turn their backs on God's word, really. I mean, this guy is not exhibiting the fruit of a wise Christian leader. And yet, I will tell you, one publisher, I won't name the name, but one publisher that was a major conservative Christian publisher, passed on my book specifically because they weren't allowed to criticize Andy Stanley.